Joining us from the west coast of Canada, Bruce is a retired police officer of 40 years, or should I say a peace officer, as he likes to refer to himself as. Bruce is one of six brothers who have all battled various forms of skin cancer. Bruce has received a basal cell, a squamous cell, and a melanoma diagnosis at different stages throughout his life. He's going to share a short overview of his personal story with us all this evening.
Good afternoon from the west coast of Canada. My name is Bruce Ballingall. My own journey with skin cancer started way back in 1986 when I had what they called 5FU on my face. But first, a little bit of background. Me and my five brothers, we were mostly raised in sunny Winnipeg, Manitoba. Our mom, bless her soul, she would put us outside at 8 o'clock in the morning, the noisy six boys that covered in baby oil, and we'd be out there all day. And now each one of my brothers and myself are dealing with some sort of skin cancer, and three of us are battling melanoma now. But yeah, and that's the way it was back then. And then in my teen years, I spent my first few summers on the beaches of sunny Manitoba, and then my dad moved us out to the west coast, so I got into the real beach life on the west coast. And I tried for all my teen years to get the perfect, what I call lifeguard tan. Well, it didn't work out so well because our background is Irish. I was fair-skinned redhead, and I spent my time on the beach going pink, red, peel, and never thought anything of it. It just happened. And then in 1986, I had a really good dermatologist, and they ended up sending me for Mohs surgery on my lip, which took eight hours of this surgery, but it got rid of the cancer. But then through the years, I've had many zaps. I always thought the dermatologist got paid by the zap because I have so many zaps. But now I'm very blessed to have a really awesome dermatologist here in Nanaimo on Vancouver Island, who sees me every 3 months. But a couple of years ago, I had a little bit of a dot on my head, and so we took a photo of it and sent it to my dermatologist the day back in North Vancouver, and he brought me in right away and did a surgery on my head. I've had 5 surgeries on my head now, but during the first surgery, second surgery, they took 12 lymph nodes out of my neck, and sadly, they found what they called P16 squamous cell carcinoma, where my tonsils used to live. So I went through 32 treatments of radiation for that, and it worked. But this was 4 years ago, and I'm still experiencing some side effects from the melanoma because it was in my throat. I have some throat issues now with the scarring that the radiation caused. So it's still. I'm cured of it more or less, but I'm still having the side effects. And then I had a PET scan, which are magical treatments, and they found what turned out to be metastatic melanoma in my lung. And I truly thought I was gone. I thought my life was over because sadly a friend of mine lost his wife 3 years earlier to metastatic melanoma. But my good doctors told me that there was a treatment now. Sorry, I'm getting a little excited here. The immunotherapy, which they called the magic bullet. And it obviously is a magic bullet because here I am. So yeah, it's gone, but I'm still battling different types of basal cell. And as a matter of fact, there's something coming back on my lip. But what complicates biopsies for me is I had a heart issue back in 2005, and I've been on blood thinners ever since. So every biopsy is an adventure because you bleed. But so now I'm going to have one on this lip to try and see what's going on, because I think it is I can't say the name of it, but the good doctor, she mentioned it, and hers, it's on my lip, and hopefully we can get rid of it because I want to keep living. But the main thing that my message I can say is that it's up to us, each individual, to save their own lives. We have to be sun smart. I mean, I spent all those years on the beach here in Canada. I'd go to Maui, And just never thinking of it. But now, and I would ski. Everybody thinks it's the beach. Well, no, skiing, the sun when you're skiing, especially if you don't have any head protection on, it is very dangerous too. So we really, really have to sun smart ourselves, but spread the word about sun smart. You can't take chances because, believe it or not, the sun is trying to kill you, and the sun will kill you if you don't defend yourself from the sun. So there's so many things out there now: hats, umbrellas, sunblock, so many things that we can use and help educate other people so that we don't have to let the sun kill us. We can beat the sun if we're sun smart. So I ask everyone on this tonight, please be sun smart, but be an ambassador for Melanoma Canada and spread the word. Spread the word that we have to be sun smart or we're going to lose our friends or our family. So please be sun smart and look after ourselves and help other people look after themselves. And we can all live happily ever after. I thank you for your time. And please spread the word to be sun smart because the sun will kill you. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Now back to Emir. Emir, could I say one more thing before?
Of course.
One, I kind of
Of course,
skipped.
Bruce.
But the most important thing for all of us cancer survivors, because that's what we are if we're still here, we're survivors. Two things I've done through my 5+ years battle. I've always looked after my caregiver because the caregivers really work hard to help us. And without caregivers, we wouldn't have as many winners as we have. And then the medical team. I mean, my medical team has been amazing. And the one thing I've done for everybody I've come in contact with, every technician, clinician, doctor, I make them laugh because they see a lot of sad things in their days. And I know the doctor will agree with me, but we can make them laugh, and that's the only tip we can give them because we don't pay them. Is to make them laugh and give them some joy. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Bruce. You've shown incredible resilience and determination, I suppose, over the last number of years. And from all of us at Melanoma Canada, I want to thank you for your continued support. Bruce's story may have brought up some emotions for people on the webinar this evening. And I just want to finish off the presentation by highlighting some of our support services. We do offer email and phone support. We're available Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 Eastern Time. We will share the contact details at the end of the webinar for anyone looking to avail of our services. We do also offer cancer coaching, which is a one-to-one support service offered to melanoma and skin cancer patients and caregivers. The support is offered over the phone or online. These services allow clients the opportunity to talk through their experience in a safe, confidential space with a cancer coach. And these sessions are completely free to all clients. We also run a melanoma and skin cancer support group twice a month, the first and the third Wednesday of every month at 6:30 Eastern Time, allowing patients to connect. We do have a peer-to-peer support program. This program is where we try to match patients with other patients of a similar diagnosis, similar treatment plan, similar age, or similar province. The program allows patients to connect with each other via email or phone and gives new patients the reassurance that there's someone who has already been through a similar journey to them and they're ready to walk along beside them. We do have a very active online community and we have private Facebook groups for basal cell and squamous cell patients and caregivers. We often share our patient stories on our website and social media channels. And if anyone would like to reach us on Facebook or Instagram, for example, you can find us at Melanoma. Finally, we have a lot of publications that have been written with the help of specialists in oncology and dermatology and are useful for melanoma and skin cancer patients, caregivers, and healthcare professionals.
One more thing to interrupt, but
Absolutely.
one more to everybody, I hope they're still online.
Yeah.
Make a noise. Talk to your MLA, talk to your MP, sign the petition because we need more dermatologists and more dermatologist nurses to help us survive. Please get involved. Don't be a spectator.
Absolutely. And the petition has been linked in the chat. So thank you both, Bruce and Dr. M. I also want to thank our sponsors who make these webinars possible. We have Merck, Pfizer, and Regeneron. Without the sponsorship and partnership with these organizations, we wouldn't be able to provide tonight's webinar. Thank you all for joining us, and I hope you've found it useful. And I can't wait to see you all back in a future session and a future webinar in the new year. Thank you, everyone. Good night.